All right, guys, in today's video, we have a very exciting video to watch and react to together. That is the PlayStation 5 UI. We are finally getting our first look at what the user experience is going to be like on the PlayStation 5. Obviously, very exciting. We've been waiting patiently for this. And what's interesting right off the bat is this is being done through a state of play. So this confirms that Sony is willing to drop a state of play at any moment without any warning. So that is worth taking note of. But we're going to get into it. I just want to take a second to thank everybody. We just hit 80,000 subscribers here on the channel. That is absolutely amazing. I could have never expected that. And I just want to say that I appreciate all the support you guys show me and the channel here. Really means a lot. And if you could do me a favor, if you do enjoy this type of video, if you like the reaction videos and you want to continue to see more of them, make sure you hit that like button. It's the easiest way for you to let me know just how much you like this type of content. Let's see if we can get to 3,000, maybe even 4,000 likes on the video. I normally don't ask for anything like that, but you know, again, it's a great way for me to decide how much you guys really like the content. So let's get into it here.
Hi everyone, I'm Hideaki Nishino, and I head up PlayStation's platform planning and management team, which includes product and UX design. Today, we are finally going to give you a look at the PlayStation 5 user experience. We will see some of the features that enable games to work together with the hardware and network to deliver a truly next-generation experience. Our vision for a PS5 user experience is simple. We believe that your playtime is valuable and should be meaningful. PlayStation team members from all around the world work to deliver a PS5 experience that is completely centered on you, the player, connecting you with a great play and a passionate community of gamers. With a look and feel that's designed for 4K TVs, the PS5 user experience was built from the ground up to take advantage of the console capabilities, complementing the transformative games coming with this new generation. I should note that this video tour is from a pre-production environment on the PS5 console, so there may be a few small wrinkles or minor changes once the console launches in November. And now, let's check it out, courtesy of our own Sid Schumann.
Thanks, Nishino-san. Welcome to your new PlayStation 5 console experience. This time, we've started up from rest mode. We've already created an account and signed into PlayStation Network, so let's log in. In this case, I've resumed right where I left off in Sackboy: A Big Adventure, and here we're looking at PlayStation 5's Control Center. From here, it's one click and we're right back into the game, but let's take a moment and look around.
So right off the bat, I just want to say that the overall look of the PlayStation 5 UI, this is the first time we're seeing it in any capacity. It 100% does look completely different from the PS4s. This is something that I was expecting. Anybody who's been following the channel for the past year, you know that we've covered the few times that anybody over there at Sony talked about the UI experience, and they all kind of said the same thing, that being it's 100% overhauled, 100% revamped. So I just wanted to acknowledge that right off the bat. It's also very interesting to see that they're showing a game running in the background, but there is this type of, I forget what they're calling it here, but basically just these panels that can come up right and overlay right on top of the actual game screen. So that's pretty cool.
The Control Center is always one tap of the PlayStation button away. It provides immediate access to almost everything you need from the system without leaving the game. This includes things like seeing who is online, checking the status of a download, managing your controller, power, and more. These colorful characters are called cards, and they let you interact with games and the system in a variety of ways. First, as we've just resumed, the Control Center is showing a special card that allows me to get up to date on recent stories posted by publishers for games I am following. Another card here shows me recent media I've captured from my gameplay using the Create button on the DualSense controller. Let's check out one of the most powerful new features of the PS5 console. They're actually just to the right in this row, and we call them activities. Activities are part of the plan to remove barriers to gameplay. Let's get an example of one way they're used in Sackboy: A Big Adventure. With a tap of the PlayStation button, I'm back to playing the game. Sackboy: A Big Adventure is packed with things to discover, and each level represents one type of activity I can play, many of which I can go back to later to discover more. I tap the PlayStation button to bring up the control center again. I can see a number of available activities, both active and suggested by the system. Let's take this first one, A Big Adventure, as an example. I can see that I haven't quite completed this level yet. I'm at 33%. Let's open it up and see more. Here I can see more information, including key objectives I haven't met. And I'm seeing a very important piece of information here. It says about 10 minutes left. This is PlayStation 5's personalized playtime estimate, giving me an idea how long it will take me to complete this activity.
So this is actually really cool and probably one of the biggest standout features here. This is something that we have actually read in the past from patents, where it was saying that Sony's basically going to be able to tell you right through the PS5 roughly how much time it will take to complete certain activities. And they want to do this as a way to kind of, help you decide where you want to spend your time on the PlayStation 5. There could be some stuff that says it will take 10 hours to complete. Other stuff like this, it'll say takes about 10 minutes. And if you look at the progress bar up here, it says 33%. I really like what they're going for here. I like the fact that this is just straight up overlaid right on the game screen. I'm really liking that.
Some activities even let you jump directly to that place in the game.
That is really cool. I like that.
But there's more to see here. For another example, let's open that activity back up. It looks like I missed an objective to find the monk robe's costume piece. Looks like I need a little help. Some in-game activities, like this one, offer official game help. Game help is included as a benefit for active PlayStation Plus members in some PS5 games. In this case, I can open up that objective to get some hints without resorting to a web search or digging through long videos or articles that might contain spoilers. This particular hint is a video, and I can play it here in the card, and I can expand it to get a bigger view without leaving the game. Sometimes it's really useful to be able to see the hint on screen while you play. Some cards can be put in a picture-in-picture mode, or as shown here, a side-by-side view. Super cool. And if you pin a card, you can access it via the control center at any time. Now let's go find those rascally monk robes. Thanks, Game Help.
Okay, this is possibly one of the coolest things that they are integrating into the PS5 UI. What is interesting about this is, as far as I know, this is actually going to be down to the developer. So it's going to be interesting to see how much developer support this gets, specifically from third-party titles. I'm hoping that if people really take to this, and because of that, developers are, more encouraged to actually implement this into their games. But you at least know that you're going to get this from all of the PlayStation first-party studios, as well as their second-party partners that make exclusive games. I think this is awesome, and this is kind of really smart on Sony's part, because what they're trying to do here, we do live in a day and age where everybody's going, on YouTube, on their phone. I do it all the time. Like if I'm ever trying to get certain trophies, you just bring up a walkthrough guide on your phone, and you're kind of switching back and forth. So with this, they're keeping you engaged the entire time on the PlayStation 5. They're keeping you engaged with the ecosystem, even when you're stuck and you need help. Rather than looking somewhere else, they want to offer you the ability to just do it straight through the PlayStation 5. And again, this has the potential to take off and be something absolutely huge, a really standout feature that the PS5 is going to offer. But again, it's going to be up to developers to support it. But what they're showing here, the fact that you can just pin the video, and have it kind of like on the side of your screen makes it really, really convenient. And I like this, man. I really like what they're doing with this. And again, I hope we see a ton of developer support for it.
The team at PlayStation wanted to make it really easy to chat with your friends on the PlayStation 5 console. So let's check out how it works. Here, I'm opening an interactive notification with a tap of the PlayStation button, and I've decided to join the voice chat that my friend just entered. Now, my friend could have done this on the PlayStation app for mobile devices, from a PS4, or in this case, from a PS5. The DualSense controller features an integrated microphone too, so I could start talking right away. But I always have the ability to hit the mute button on the controller or in the menus.
Could you just imagine if Sony were to reveal that there was no mute button on the DualSense controller since it has a built-in mic? That would be an absolute nightmare.
Parties take on an expanded role with PS5, and they now provide persistent spaces to connect with groups that you play with. Here I have a couple of friends chatting away in the party. One of them has started sharing their screen with the group. Looks like they're playing Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. We can chat while we play, and I can watch his progress as well. This is another card that could be put in picture-in-picture mode, or pinned to the side while you play. You can access it anytime via the control center too, but let's dismiss it for now.
Okay, so this, to me, I don't know why exactly, but this is one of the coolest things I've seen so far with the PS5 UI. I mean, the reason why I say I'm not sure is because I don't really know what practical use there is for something like this. I mean, I think it would be great for streaming, and I'm sure there's more we can do with it than maybe Sony's letting on here. But the fact that you can just kind of pin a screen to see somebody else and what they're playing while you're playing something and have it be picture in picture, I don't know why. That's just really cool to me. Now, why would I ever want to watch somebody playing Uncharted Lost Legacy while I'm playing Sackboy: A Big Adventure? I don't know. But if you think about it, there's probably really creative things you could do with this, really interesting things you can do. And this was just kind of one of those surprise features where it's like, I'm not 100% sure why this excites me yet, but it does. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. What do you think about this in particular, the share screen? What are some things you could see this kind of like leading to in the future? I'm interested to see what you guys have to say.
Okay, let's review. So far, we've seen how activities on PS5 will make it easier and faster to hop back into PS5 games, and how you can get in-game help and chat with your friends. So that leaves online multiplayer gaming. Let's check it out. I see that some of my friends are online, so it's time to say goodbye to Sackboy for now and spin up a match of Destruction All-Stars. One of my friends in the party has already started a match, and we can join them from this card in Control Center. And there we go. Destruction All-Stars now quickly starts thanks to PS5's ultra-high-speed SSD. Okay, I think we've got enough people on our party, so let's jump in. We're keeping the focus on PS5's user experience today, so let's zip ahead so we can see more.
So really quick with this, if you noticed, they actually just skipped all of the splash screens. So when they hit the join button, they were shown the game for about 3 seconds, it seemed like. It definitely seemed less than 5 seconds. Wasn't long at all. And then the normal splash screens would come up, but apparently there's something you can press to just completely bypass that and get you immediately to the menu. So that's something that's worth taking note of.
And just like that, we're in. We don't have time to play a full match today, but I do think we have time to take a quick photo. To do that, I'll just tap the Create button on the DualSense controller. PS5 is always capturing recent gameplay, but when you compose a shot, even using in-game photo mode, you can capture a high-quality screenshot here. This optimizes capturing the moment, letting you review and choose to share later on. I should mention, screenshots and video can be captured at up to 4K on the PS5 console.
Okay, my only issue with this, my only issue is he said screenshots and video can be captured up to 4K, which is great and frankly expected. I'm a little bit bothered by the fact that he didn't clarify what frame rate video can be captured in. That's extremely important to me, and I'm sure many of you, but as a content creator, I plan to stream many games on the PlayStation 5. I'm hoping there's still YouTube integration. I would be completely shocked if there wasn't. I'm sure they're going to go into that later on. At least that's what I'm hoping. So I'm a little bit nervous. The fact that they didn't say that has me a little bit concerned, but I'm assuming I will be able to, at the very least, and this is just the bare minimum, do 1080p 60, but hopefully I can do 1440p 60 and possibly even 4K 30. I mean, if they're having all of these 60 FPS performance modes built into their games, that would be really strange for them not to offer a 60 FPS option to share. So, or broadcast, I should say. Just wanted to mention that.
Okay, so far we've shown off how to jump into activities, how to chat with your friends, get into groups together to play, capturing gameplay, all of that while in game. But what if I want to play a different game? Welcome to the PlayStation 5 home screen. This is where you'll land when you start up from a powered off state, and where you'll go when you want to choose a new game to play or download. The layout of this space is designed to present games and game content beautifully on a 4K display, with simple and super fast access to what you need. And in case you're wondering, media-related apps will have their own space like this one, but today we're focused on gaming. Each game has its own hub completely integrated, so all you need to do is scroll down to see activities you can jump right into. Video clips, stories about the game, DLC, and more. Backward-compatible PS4 titles will benefit from some of these features too. Let's move one spot to the left.
Just want to say real quick about the home screen. I'm really liking the look of this. I love how clean it is. Some people were saying that they wish the game icons specifically were a little bit bigger. Maybe that's something Sony can integrate where, like, if you highlight a game icon and you stay over it, it maybe expands and gets bigger, something potentially like that. But honestly, I really like the look of this. And who knows, maybe you can actually customize the size of this. That's potentially something you can do. But in general, it looks very clean. It's very simplistic. I really like it.
And check out Explore, which brings together all your games. We saw a view of this from the Control Center earlier, and another view will also be in the new PlayStation app for mobile devices. Explore keeps you in the loop with official stories from PlayStation and from all the games you're following, including trending media from the community. We'll be testing and learning about this feature in the US at launch, so not everyone will have this on day one, but it gives you a good idea of the direction. And this is PlayStation's store for PS5. It's completely integrated into the system. It's not a standalone app anymore. Browsing for new games to play will be easier thanks to the speed of PS5 and a more personalized store experience.
That's actually pretty important to take note of for a lot of you who have struggled with the PlayStation Store and how sluggish it can be and cumbersome at times and laggy. He's letting us know it's actually integrated directly into the console. It's not a standalone app. So what that basically means is it's going to be extremely fast and fluid. So good news there.
And here you'll be able to browse the latest games and deals. You'll find PS5 games and many backward compatible PS4 games too. I'm sad to say, but we are almost out of time. So let's pull up Control Center one more time with a tap of the PlayStation button. On our way out, why don't we quickly share that photo we took in Destruction All-Stars? We can find recently captured media in this handy card in Control Center. From here, we can do some quick edits, but I think I'm ready to share it right now. On PlayStation 5, I have the option to share videos and images to supported external services, or I can send them directly to one of my parties. Remember, parties are bigger than just voice chat now, so I'll select one of my favorite parties here. Let's attach a quick message here. The DualSense controller makes this really easy. PlayStation 5 supports voice dictation in a number of languages, so you no longer have to type messages with the keyboard if you don't want to. Simply select the microphone button. Here's a cool detail. If my friend hasn't yet played the activity where I captured this media, and the game's developer thinks that activity might contain spoilers, they'll receive a warning before they view it. Well, that's it for our demo. There are many more exciting features we couldn't get to today, but we're super excited to share more of the PlayStation 5.
Really quick, I just want to mention this because some people were wondering, wait, can we suspend our games? If you look here, they have power, enter rest mode, turn off PS5 and restart PS5. It says charge controllers in rest mode, download updates, and suspend your games. So there you go.
And PlayStation app user experience with you in the coming weeks headed to launch. And of course, this was just a first look at what fans could expect on day one. The team at PlayStation is committed to evolving this experience with our community in the months ahead. We look forward to sharing more. Thanks for watching.
All right, so there we are. That is the first look at the PlayStation 5 user experience. And as I said, there still are many questions that are left unanswered. The big thing in particular that Sony still has not talked about that, excuse me, I'm assuming they're going to be talking about relatively soon is the create button, the evolution of the share button. And I have a feeling that a lot of what they showed off today is going to be 100% integrated with the create button. One thing I did notice is when they brought up the screenshot towards the end here, there was a little paintbrush that they didn't highlight or go into. So I have a feeling that the create button has something to do with that. I'm sure they're going to go all in, great detail about broadcasting and all that stuff, and just what exactly, is going to separate the create button from the share button. But overall, I have to tell you guys, I am extremely impressed with this first look at the PS5 UI. It is kind of exactly what I expected, something that looks completely different. That's the only thing. And it's always a struggle when you're talking about a completely revamped user experience. It's always jarring at first because it's like, whoa, this is completely new, completely different. And looking at the cards and all that info, it's going to take some time to get used to. But overall, I think everything they're doing here really does feel like and I know this sounds cliche, but legitimately a next gen step forward in the overall experience. That's what I love about Sony's approach to the PlayStation 5 is everything they're doing is meant to feel genuinely like a next gen evolution, not just a slight innovation here or there or a slight refinement here or there. It's like just completely overhauled, and I think it looks clean. I think it looks fast. That's something else that I noticed with this overall presentation is just how fast everything is, how snappy it is. Overall, I love it, guys, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it and really dive into it and experience the entire thing for myself. So at this point, I'm going to end the video because I'm pretty sure it's turning out kind of long. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm going to be very interested to see what you guys have to say about the PlayStation 5 UI experience. Let me know what questions you still have that you hope to get answered, and let me know what thing here, like what feature really stands out to you the most. Be sure to leave the video a like if you did enjoy it, subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already, hit the bell notification icon so you never miss an upload, and feel free to share this video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.